Welcome, millionaires, billionaires, and future trillionaires. As always, I aim to bring you truth, knowledge, and wisdom to assist you in your journey to crypto. So, guys, as Bitcoin approaches all-time high, currently at 106,000, it's approaching a new milestone, getting ready for a breakout. So, this video is going to be very interesting, mainly because right now we have a good opportunity for us to rewrite history. Because one of the greatest quote I've always kept in mind is by the Rothschilds, the world's wealthiest wealthiest family, is a quote that goes along those lines as, "Give me control of a nation's money supply, and I care not who make the laws." And the idea is that those who control the creation of money and the flow of money have immense influence and power over governments, economies, and society. So, regardless of those who hold political powers or those who hold office, is that if you are in control of the creation of money and the flow of money, you pretty much control the world. So, I'm saying this because of this opportunity that if you are now in crypto, you are very, very early. And this is the idea that you can create your own currency, you can create your own money. So by creating your own money, you are now stepping into the shoes of the Rothschilds as when they were in their beginning stages. Because as you are well aware, everything starts as a seed. Everything starts very, very small, and throughout time it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it snowballs into something bigger. But this is the idea here. As a group, as a visionary DeFi community, we have the power to rewrite history as the world's wealthiest people by creating our own currency, by creating money, and having control over the world's money. So this is the idea here with cryptocurrencies, because it is the new money and it is going to be the only one world currency. So we have the power to create our own currency, which we are doing, launching our own tokens, launching our own coins. That's creating our own currency, our own money. And by having the vision to control Bitcoin, then we have the power to control the flow of money. So if we eventually achieve that, then we will become the next Rothschild, the world's wealthiest people in our history. So this is the idea, this is the vision I've had, and for us as a community. And it has to do, you have to have knowledge, and most importantly, you have to have the idea and the concept in your mind of a chess player. You have to understand how to play chess, and this is a skill I recommend everyone to learn and to at least grasp the concept of how to play chess, because it's the most important skill you will ever learn. And as a child, for some reason, I've always loved playing chess, and I've always been good at it. So mentally, it kind of gave me the strategic mind that I have today. So now we have the perfect opportunity to not only create money, but also to control the flow of money. And this is what I've been planning as well. So for us, as a community, we will have the largest group of whales in our community. So by having the, not only are we creating our own currency, are we creating money, we will be able to control Bitcoin, which is the goal I've had for us, is to control the flow of money. So if you, those who control Bitcoin controls the market. It controls the direction of the market. So that's the idea for us, because most people, they don't really have any idea, any clue what crypto is and where crypto is going. So because it's a wealth transfer, we have the opportunity to take control of it and hold a majority of this wealth transfer and collect majority of this wealth transfer. So if we control, we already have the ability to create our own currencies, our own tokens, our own crypto. So that step is, if you have creation of money, we already have that. Then the next step is to control the flow of money, which is control Bitcoin. And if you can control Bitcoin, you control the flow of money, you control the flow of liquidity in the market. And eventually, when all of the world's money flows into crypto, which it will comes from all other areas in the world and will flow into crypto, and we as a pioneers, we as early adopters, with the knowledge that we have, it's all about knowledge and information. If you have the knowledge and information, you will be able to control the flow of money. So once, that's the final step we have, is to control Bitcoin. We already have the knowledge and the creation of money part. All we need now with the plan I have is to control Bitcoin, which is control. Once we control Bitcoin, we will control the flow of money. And then we will have control of the world's money supply and also the flow of money. Then we become the next Rothschilds or the next wealthiest people in our history. So that's the plan. And we have, I would say, a 90% chance of achieving this, which is very high. There's nothing is always going to be 100%. So, with the more knowledge we gain, the more study I do, and we greatly increases our odds and our chances. So right now, I would say we well over 90%. We've already got the first step down, is to continue to operate as a group and work as a group until we, personally, myself, I can achieve it by just controlling the flow of money, because I want to flow the knowledge that I have to you guys in the group as well, not just to keep it to myself. So you guys also participate and acquire all majority of the wealth that is about to flow into crypto. So and this is why I been dedicating pretty much the past few years to just learning as much as I can about crypto, knowing as much as I can about crypto, about the market, because I understand this is where all of the world's money is going to flow, and I do want to give myself the opportunity to amass as much as I can in this wealth transfer. So not everyone can see your goal. I understand that. Not everyone is going to see your vision. But when they do see it, by the time they do see it, they would have, then they will realize they should have taken that path with you. But by that time, it will be too late. So that's the only that's the only regret most people have, is not having the same vision or not having the same mindset as billionaires. So imagine, perfect example, Steve Jobs. He had partners which they sold out way too early because they didn't see his vision. They sold out, and the partnership broke out, and now he was the wealthiest person in the cell phone business and the tech business. And then most of the people that sold and left his side regret it. Perfect another example, take billionaire Warren Buffett. He also had another partner that didn't follow through with his vision, that didn't follow his path, and guess where Warren Buffett is at now? He's one of the wealthiest investors. So this is the same thing I'm trying to relate to most of you guys that's in a group. I don't want you guys to make the same mistake as those guys that left these billionaires side, because this is where I will be, and this is where I envision a lot of you guys to sit at the table with me. So for you to not trust in the vision, not trust in the goal, will only be um, to your loss, because I know I will be at that table, and the only question is how many people will be left sitting at that billionaire and even trillionaire table. So now we're about to see Bitcoin breaks out soon, which is what we've been waiting for. And then there's a lot that's about to happen, guys. So that's why I say it's good to understand how to play chess, knows how to play chess, because it will give you the leverage over anyone that's in your particular field, especially in crypto. I know for a fact, I'm not saying this, I'm only saying this because I know it's a fact, and I know I've dedicated pretty much all of my time. So, for example, if you take a person that's studying, let's say, for example, medicine, and a person that's studying how to play a guitar. So the person that spends most of his time studying that subject will know more about that subject versus a person that's studying something else. So this is why when it comes to crypto, I don't think I will find anyone that knows more about crypto than I do, or that understands it deeply as I do. And this is what gives us the power to accumulate as much of this wealth transfer as we're about to accumulate. And in any field, someone has to know more about any other person, and also in any field, someone will have more money than the other person. So in the world's economy, there's the 1%, and then there's the 1% of the 1%. So there's always gonna be that one person that holds majority of the world's wealth. So, or a group that holds majority of the world's wealth. So now the universe has given us this opportunity to accumulate and hold the majority of the wealth that is about to flow into the crypto space. And I think a lot of us will not know how to handle it or how to manage it. So this is why, surrounding yourself with the right people, with the right mindset is key. So I think the universe knows best more than we do, because it can see further ahead. It can tell us the future. It can predict the future. And this is why I wanted to continue my path of spirituality, because it gives me the opportunity to understand the universe's plans, the universe's next chess moves, because I can see the chess moves that the universe is making, and I can pay attention and become more aware of the universe's signs, and follow the universe's sign that it's giving me, that it's throwing out there. So I know I'm on the right path, and I know eventually, I think we're pretty much a few weeks away from I guess the wealth transfer taking full effect, and then we're just gonna start to see economies collapsing globally, and all the world's money is flowing into crypto. So paper money will be like a hot potato. Everyone is trying to get rid of it and trying to um, uh, be the last one holding it in a failing economy, in a hyperinflation, in a world of hyperinflation, where as soon as the money comes into people's hand, they're just going to try to find a place to put it, which is going to be cryptocurrencies, and either gold or silver or cryptocurrencies. And as they dump all the money they can, paper money, into cryptocurrencies, and us that's been here in the crypto space that has the knowledge and understanding, we're just going to be pulling all that liquidity away from most of these projects and putting it into our project. Like I said, there's no need to feel sympathy for anyone in the market, guys. It's a free market. It's all about knowledge. Those who have the knowledge will have most of the money. It's no difference than the world now. As long as you can do it without harming anyone, then by all means go for it. So that's the whole idea here, is someone's gonna be at the top, so it might as well be us. So that's the whole idea, because we can do more good with the money than, but the thing is, the universe is not going to endow evil or anyone that has bad intention with this amount of wealth. So that's why I think if you are in this community, if you are in the Visionary DeFi community, then the universe favors you as worthy of amassing a large portion of this wealth transfer that is about to flow into our hands. So these are these final moments, guys. As soon as Bitcoin takes off, then pretty much everything starts, and then everything's gonna start happening very, very, very rapidly. And I know the universe is not going to share this information to a lot of people, so only a few select people will hear this message. Only those who are worthy of amassing part of this wealth transfer. But you have to remember too, there's also lessons that is to be learned in what is coming as well. So even if you are not worthy of receiving all of this wealth, then it will be a lesson to you. So you may acquire a lot of this wealth, and the universe takes it all away from you again, as to teach you a lesson. So I've mentioned before, I don't want to keep this video long, I'll just say this and then we'll close off, is the worst thing is the worst thing ever imaginable is fast money or fast wealth, when wealth just flows in like winning the lottery. You haven't done any work for it, you haven't prepared yourself for it, all of a sudden it just happened. So you have to be careful of that. That's just the universe teaching you lessons. You can take that as an example. Look at all the lottery winners. Look how many are still happy with their winnings. Most people wish they never won it in the first place. So to be a true millionaire, to be a true billionaire, you have to become the person before the money arrives. If you haven't become that person, then the money won't last in your hand that long, because you're not really a millionaire. You're just a random person who have millions of dollars or billions of dollars, but you don't have the billionaire mindset, you don't have the millionaire mindset. You haven't become the millionaire or the billionaire to be the right frequency of that amount of money. So it will only cause you more harm than good. So this is where you have to be careful. If all of a sudden in this bull run you amass millions, billions, and you haven't become mentally or embodied a millionaire or a billionaire, that money will only be a detriment to you and the people around you. So I'll see you guys. If you're just passing through, guys, you can join the Bull Run Telegram group or the Visionary DeFi Telegram group. A wealth of information is shared and will continue to be shared as we continue to see this bull run and this wealth transfer takes effect. So I'll see all of you guys at the trillionaire table very soon. Peace.